Can a private jet wait while you attend a meeting? Yes, but if your whole plan is the jet will wait, that is not a plan. That is a sentence people say when they do not understand private jet charter, and it can become expensive very quickly. A same-day return sounds clean. Fly in, take the meeting, walk back to the aircraft, fly home. Beautiful story. But private aviation does not run on stories. It runs on aircraft schedules, crew duty, airport access, FBO hours, ramp space, weather, paperwork, and timing. If you want private jet charter explained for serious buyers, not status tourists, subscribe to Jetmaster. This channel is for people who care about control, privacy, time, and not making lazy decisions before booking a charter. By the end of this video, you will know the questions to ask before you assume a private jet can sit there waiting for your meeting to end. Because the dangerous part is not always the flight in. The dangerous part is the return. The meeting runs long. The crew clock keeps moving. The airport starts closing. The FBO loses flexibility. The aircraft has another assignment. Customs timing changes, or the operator decides the original plan no longer works. That is when the buyer discovers the truth. A private jet can often wait, but it cannot wait inside a fantasy. Let's start with when waiting actually works. A private jet waiting during a meeting is most realistic when the stop is short. A clean board meeting, a quick site visit, a lunch with a clear end time, a domestic route, a simple airport, stable weather, a passenger list that is not changing, and a crew day that still stays legal after the return leg. That is the version buyers imagine. And yes, it can work. If the aircraft can park at the airport, the crew can remain within duty limits. The FBO can support the wait and the return timing is realistic, then same aircraft, same day, return can be very efficient. But notice the words I used. Can park, can support, can remain legal, can return realistically. Those are operational conditions, not luxury feelings. This is where casual buyers get it wrong. They think waiting is automatic because they booked the aircraft. No, you booked a charter plan. And the plan has limits. So before you approve the quote, ask, is the aircraft physically staying at the airport? Is parking confirmed? Is the FBO able to support the wait? Is the same crew flying us home? What is the latest realistic return time? If nobody can answer those questions clearly, you do not have a clean same-day return. You have a nice-looking quote with a soft middle. Now here's the part many buyers misunderstand. Repositioning is not automatically bad. Sometimes it is smarter than waiting. If the meeting airport has limited parking, high ramp pressure, weak availability, expensive parking, tight FBO space, or poor overnight support, the aircraft may drop you off and reposition somewhere else. Then it comes back when you are ready to leave. That can sound inconvenient, but in some cases, it is the better operating plan. The problem is not repositioning. The problem is hiding it. If the quote says same-day return, you need to know whether the aircraft waits at your destination or leaves and comes back. Those are not the same plan. They do not carry the same risk. They may not carry the same cost, and they may not handle a late meeting the same way. Ask directly, does this quote assume the aircraft waits, or does it reposition? If it repositions, where does it go? When does it come back? What happens if my meeting ends early? What happens if my meeting ends late? Is the return slot protected? Could repositioning affect the price? This is not nitpicking. This is the difference between booking transportation and booking confusion. A serious charter buyer does not accept vague comfort language. He asks where the aircraft actually goes while he is in the meeting. Crew duty is the hidden constraint that ruins a lot of lazy same-day return thinking. The aircraft may be ready, the passengers may be ready, the meeting may finally be over, but the crew still has legal duty limits. They are not decorative, and they do not disappear because the buyer wants to leave at 10:30 instead of 9. If the crew starts early, flies you to the meeting city, waits all day, then flies you home late, The duty day can become tight. A long lunch can matter. A delayed board vote can matter. A site tour that runs over can matter. A car stuck in traffic can matter. The clock does not care that your meeting was important. That is the bad boy rule here. Comfort does not beat crew legality. The return works only if the crew duty plan survives the real day, not the optimistic day. So ask, what is the crew's practical cutoff time for the return? How much delay margin do we have? What happens if the meeting runs 30 minutes late? What happens if it runs 90 minutes late? Would a second crew be required? Would the aircraft need to reposition? Would the return move to another aircraft? If a provider promises the jet will wait before discussing crew duty, they are selling atmosphere, not operations. Airport parking can decide whether waiting is smart, expensive, easy, or is the or impossible. Some airports are easy places for an aircraft to wait. Others are not. FBO hours can matter. Airport curfews can matter. Ramp space can matter. Hangar availability can matter. Snow operations can matter. Peak traffic can matter. Local congestion can matter. If the airport is constrained, just wait there may be the least sophisticated plan in the room. And waiting is not always free just because the aircraft is not flying. That is another amateur assumption. Waiting time may not be billed like airborne flight time, but tying up an aircraft and crew can still affect the quote. Daily minimums, parking, handling, hangarage, crew expenses, catering changes, de-icing, amended timing, repositioning, all of that can change the economics. So ask the question that exposes the quote, Showman intis an insan oz insan indan in enzismi. Riz joman in these as a cause as zais insan inti if the aircraft waits, and show me the cost if it repositions. That one comparison tells you whether the plan has been thought through. If the answer is vague, the number is not ready. A cheap-looking same-day return can become expensive once the meeting refuses to end on time, and meetings love refusing to end on time. Now let's talk about the meeting running late. A 20-minute delay may be harmless. A 90-minute delay may break the plan. The aircraft could miss a departure window. The crew could lose legal margin. The FBO could close. The airport could hit a curfew. The operator may need amended confirmation. And if the trip is international, the problem gets heavier. International same-day returns can involve customs, APIS, passenger documents, manifest timing, and airport-specific procedures. A late meeting may become more than a schedule issue. It can become a border processing issue. So before booking, ask for the latest realistic passenger showtime that still protects the return. If nobody can give you that time, the plan is softer than it looks. Here is the same-day return checklist. 1. Will the aircraft wait or reposition? 2. Is parking confirmed? 3. What are the FBO hours and airport limits? 4. What is the crew's practical cutoff time? 5. What changes if the meeting runs 60 to 90 minutes late? 6. What waiting, parking, crew, or repositioning costs are included? 7. If international, what customs, APIS, or document timing could change? That is how you book like a serious charter buyer, not by asking, can the jet wait? By asking, what protects the return when the meeting goes badly? If you want a cleaner way to think through these decisions before requesting private jet charter options, the free 10-day Jetmaster course is linked in the description and pinned comment. Use it like a pre-booking briefing. It helps you understand cost, aircraft fit, airport choice, route timing, safety questions, and the details that change the final decision before money is moving. So yes, a private jet can often wait while you attend a meeting, but the sharp buyer does not trust the phrase. He verifies the plan. And don't forget, your Jetmaster journey starts now.